So I've dumped my bag down here and got the camera out because finally you'll be able to hear me over the wind, because the wind it's howling, it's pretty strong. I've also just cut my hand as well, it's just a bit of a nuisance. But I have, yeah, so I'm sheltered by the wind from this top part of the hill here, because it is really windy. It was close to being just a silent movie, because I've had mic'd up even with the dead cat that I have on it. It would have just been this constant. You wouldn't have heard me. You wouldn't have heard a thing I was saying. It'd just be mumbling in the background over the noise of the wind. So yeah, we're in the Pentlands, and Pentland Hills is just outside of, or actually overlooks Edinburgh. It's pretty much in Edinburgh. This is Edinburgh all along here, and this is a part of the Pentlands I'm actually not too familiar with, although it is virtually on my doorstep. I don't know why I don't come up here. It's lovely, get an absolutely fantastic view of Edinburgh. It's beautiful. It is quite a climb though, I'm quite out of breath, but it was worth it. And the plan today is to go and try and hunt down some hairy beasts. Hairy beasts are regulars round about the Pentland Hills. Hairy beasts with horns, hairy beasts that make fantastic photos if you manage to get Edinburgh as a backdrop as well. So that's the plan, hunting down the Highland coos. So I don't know how much of this I'll be able to talk you through, because it's extremely windy, and it would just be, it won't be enjoyable. It won't be enjoyable for you guys. So we'll see what it's like over the hill, and hopefully there'll be some coos out there as well. Be able to track them down, get some nice photos. It is extremely bright though, that's the only thing. But we'll see. We'll see what opportunities arise when we get over the hill. And yeah, let's go and find some Highland coos. So I found the coos, and I'm hoping this guy here keeps on walking. Yes, he's going, so I can actually get Edinburgh in the backdrop as well, because that is Edinburgh here. That's the plan. So I've just kind of hunkered down here, waiting for Mr. Coo or Mrs. Coo, I think they're all females up here, to wander along. So I've got the crags of Edinburgh in the backdrop. And hopefully you've got such beautiful hair, and the sun, when the sun hits the hair, it just goes this beautiful red, auburny glow about it. So hopefully everything will come together. It's a lot to ask, I know. Mrs. Coo will wander up, backdrop, sun will come out, she'll look at me, snap. Simple, eh? Simple as that. Unfortunately, she's facing the wrong way. She's actually facing to Edinburgh, which is kind of cool, but not really what I'm after. I have absolutely no idea if you're supposed to approach cows. You hear about horror stories, people being stampled with them. You usually have dogs with them. Dogs usually frighten them. I don't have a dog with me, so that should be fine. This'll... So I think I'm in an area where the wind has dropped off. It's a success. As you can see, I found the Highland coos. So alright, I'm watching where I'm going because I'm on quite a muddy slope. Yeah, so it was great. I was a wee bit unsure of how they were going to be, but they didn't seem too fussed at all. They're not bothered. If anything, one of them came down and just had a wee rest, only a couple of feet away from me, which was good because you don't want to disturb them in their field, in their land, but you also want to get a nice shot. So I spent quite a bit of time just sitting around, just making sure they were quite comfortable with me being there, snapping away, and didn't move too much, just let them wander around and kind of reposition myself a little bit, just again, just with the light and just to get that backdrop of Arthur's Seat and the crags in Edinburgh. Yeah, so just playing about with the aperture just to get enough of the backdrop so it's kind of suggested that it's Edinburgh rather than everything completely being in focus, which is not really what I was after. I really wanted the main focus being on the Highland coos themselves, especially with their horns and their hair as well. It's got such texture to it that you really wanted that to be the main focal point rather than the texture of the grass and the trees and then the hills in the background. It would just get a wee bit, wouldn't be as prominent. That's really what I was going for these coos to stand out. So all in all, very successful. I've not seen the pictures yet, but I'm pretty happy with what I was seeing in the back of the camera. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I certainly did. It was great. It was just a bit of a last minute thing. I was humming and hawing because of the wind. Again, apologies if you can't hear me because of the wind. But I thought, I just needed to get out of the house because the weather's not been that great, and I felt the last video was a bag video. Just didn't leave my house at all. So it was nice just to get out and about. Not an awful lot of talking, not a lot of me yabbing on, which is probably a good thing. Just because of the wind, I knew you guys wouldn't hear me, so it was mainly just to go and find some coos, take some nice shots of them with the backdrop of Edinburgh, and a success. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and I shall catch you on the next video. Take care, see ya.